Glendale. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. A give for Sermon running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Cardinals are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Flush to his right. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 11 more on that one and another first down. On play action, it's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45 to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure. They got him again. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A huge play there for Arizona. 72 yards. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On the draw, it's Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start on the ground here with the longer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Murray now. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's...
I think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. As there he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. That throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. A pitch comes to Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he shifts past him, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run with Hall.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To the right side, this is Sermon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.